Yeah,
you
I
and
have
your
them every
wife,
week in the living
you
room.
need a new movie to to watch. And here, I have just the movie for you. Just take a listen to this one.
Ay, mija, when are you going to settle down, mi amor?
Where are you trying to take me?
I'm Rachel. This is Jordan. I'm Claire, and this is my new honey bunny, Rick.
Welcome to Lover's Lane. Here we believe in lovers loving love.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
But what do you think of this look instead? Because this might be more classic. Maybe I match the brown with
Julian,
the blue.
I'm really busy right now. What is going on with you? Why won't you talk to me?
About what?
We regret to inform you that you are not... We're not married. Common law does not apply in California. I looked it up.
Good to know.
You okay, dude?
I just want to look good for Rachel, you know?
What do you want?
To be happy again. Were you guys happy? Or were you comfortable?
Why are you sitting here in the dark?
Celebrating my birthday.
Rick is concerned about money.
That's interesting. I wonder what. Want me to send you some money?
Why are you looking like you on the prowl for a new husband, huh?
What? Cheated. What kind of marriage is this?
He's my boss.
He is my dad.
Then why didn't he tell?
Marriage helps heal childhood trauma. You know, we actually choose and we're attracted to those people that are supposed to help us in that journey of healing. So that's how the two of you came together. Isn't that something?
All right. That was a trailer for the brand new film, We're Not Married? Question mark.
It's a little late now. 25 years.
Live in studio, we have Cynthia Garcia Williams. She is the director of this film. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on.
All right. So we heard a little bit from the trailer, but tell us a little bit about what the film is about.
So it's about two couples that get married on a whim in this wacky Lover's Lane inn. And 10 years later, they find out that their marriage wasn't legal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This entire time.
Yeah. So they kind of have to navigate, their relationships and where they want to go from there.
Awesome. And what made you want to tell this kind of story? This is your first feature film, by the way. This is your debut film.
This is my debut
So
film.
what drew you to want to tell this as your very first story to tell?
Well, it's hilarious. So it's a rom-com. It was a lot of fun to shoot. And I had just come off of a short film that was a horror. So
Oh, wow.
I needed some laughter in my life. And then it just has such a great message in terms of, the importance of mental health and, the importance of understanding that relationships or happiness doesn't always mean, the same thing for everybody.
Now, how many short films, because you've done short films, this is the first feature film. How many short films did you do before you moved on to the feature and you're like, this is it?
Yeah.
Got to start doing features.
Yeah. 6.
6 different short films.
Yeah.
And is there something that you learned doing this feature film? Like, because I feel like us as filmmakers, we take these short films and we're like, okay, this is the big learning lesson, or I want to focus on this in this film. And then it all kind of culminates to this big feature film where we take all those skills and we realize we still have so much to learn.
Yeah.
What were some of the major obstacles you found doing your first feature film?
Well, I think this might be a major obstacle for any filmmaker, but time. We shot the feature in 13 days.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And we didn't go much over 12 hours. We really didn't want to have our crew there, 16-hour days or whatever. But so time is always the issue when you're shooting. And I think the only thing, or the big difference between a feature and a short is budget. You get a little more to play with. We had 2 cameras on some of the days, about half of the shoot. So that was partly why we were able to shoot in 13 days because we had 2 cameras. And so, yeah, budget and, stamina, that many days is much different than, 3 days,
Yeah, for those that are unfamiliar with the set life, it can be very brutal. They're long days. They're very exhausting days of setting up, shooting one scene in a film could span an entire day shooting.
Absolutely.
And that just takes everything out of you. So doing that consecutively for 13 days, that is definitely a big feat. So congratulations. You made it all the way to the finish line, and you are going to be premiering this feature film right there in the heart of Hollywood. What's going on?
Well, we're screening. It's a private screening. We're screening in 2 days. So exciting, with over 300 of our good friends and family. And then the movie will be screening at La Femme International Film Festival, October 24th at 8:00 at the Regal it's the Staples Center for me, but I think some people call it Big Com now.
What is it? The Crypto?
Oh, Crypto.
Did they lose that title already?
I don't know, but it's always going to be Staples Center for me.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows. You say Staples Center, everyone is still going to know where that is.
Yeah. And so you can get tickets on their website, on the La Femme International website, and that'll be open to the public. So come out and support us.
Well, awesome. Well, Cynthia, if you stick around, we have to go to break, but if you want to stick around, I want to touch on a few more things for this film right after the break there.
Sure.
So you are listening to Trending SCV. Hey, there's Joe.
Yeah, you woke me up, dude. We have it. AM 1220, FM 98.1. Don't go far. A lot more coming up right after the break. We're back. You're listening to Trending SCV here at KHTS, the KHTS Morning Show, helping you get around the valley. AM 1220, FM 98.1, or at hometownstation.com. Another way you can catch the show. Benji, you have a special guest in studio.
That I do.
Yeah.
We are talking to Cynthia Garcia Williams, the director for the new feature film, We're Not Married? ? It is a rom-com about how a couple of they were married and then they realized, wait a second, we're not legally married. And then how they have to navigate that. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of character moments there where it's just like, oh, hey, wait a second, we've had our differences, but we're married, we're together, but now it's like, wait a second, I don't have this thing tied down to me. I'm sure that's a whole thing with some of your characters of going like, well, now that we really aren't married, do we continue this at all? Is that something that you had to what was that kind of character development for you? Because I see you have a writing credit on there.
I do have a writing credit. They that was part of the character development and just their arc, where they started. We tried to be true to where the couples started and then where they would probably end up, realistically. And I don't want to give away the end, but it's a little different. I think this film is a little different than most rom-coms, and just the exploration of issues that people might have in marriage, and it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. I think something that we have in common is that our parents are actually immigrants.
Oh.
And we're first generation here in America because you're a California native. And I feel like us first generation, we get this different perspective than, say, a second generation where they've kind of already been born into this. Did that upbringing kind of inform the way that you told this story, or really informs your own filmmaking as a whole?
Well, it definitely informs my filmmaking. The story is also highlights the Latina culture. So, there's from the music to our cast to our crew. We had a lot of different Latin American countries represented, and so that was really nice. But for me, I think, in my family, it was kind of like, get a job. Don't, have too many dreams or aspirations to do anything that's too crazy.
So you chose to be a filmmaker.
Right. But later in life. So, I went to school. I did got my master's, worked in mental health for a long time. And then midlife, I decided to follow my dream about 3 years ago. So I don't think that's conventional. I think that when you're a young filmmaker, maybe you have more freedom, to go home and live with your parents and stuff like that. And so my husband and I, we have grown children now that, the youngest is 23. So it was a little bit of a risk, but I'm really happy.
Hey, that's all we can ask for, right?
Yeah.
We're speaking to Cynthia Garcia Williams and her new film, We're Not Married? ? It is going to be coming out at this film festival. Could you just give us a little bit more information again, where it's going to be screening so that people can go out and check out the film?
Yes, it's screening October 24th at 8 p.m. at LA Regal Live, downtown LA. And you can find tickets at the La Femme International Film Festival website. Come out and join us.
Awesome. And that's an awesome venue there, that Regal Live. Cynthia, thank you so much for joining us. Hope to keep talking to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Pleasure having you in the studio.